All right, let me slap this thing together really quickly.
Certainly bound itself to the UC military.
Real
For
quickly.
better or worse.
I wish Deimos was exclusive.
Deimos is here to turn you into a trick. Excellent.
Deimos is here to turn you into a blah, 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 blah. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to make a ship that you can sell for $256,000 by duplicating. And therefore, you can take all the money from every vendor, just buy a cheap ship, duplicate it, and then sell it and take all his credits. And we're going to make this one, which I call the Money Machine. It holds 142,000 pounds. It's got 9 weapons on there, all $34,000 weapons. It's a great ship if you just want to have it to fly around. It doesn't have the greatest light year jump at 20, but it's good. If you want an even bigger ship to store even more stuff, but you don't plan on flying it, you just want to flip cargo with it, then you can take off all the weapons and add more cargo storage. This will hold 169,000 kilograms. This is not for flying. This has no weapons and no shields. It's just every single possible part I could put for cargo and landing gear. It's all landing gear. With every landing gear has 2 cargoes stacked on it. Minus there's a couple halves in there, so I could have, I don't even know why I have the halves in there. I could probably take those halves out. Maybe put more cargo on this one. It might be too much. It might be too heavy. But anyhow, so we're gonna go ahead and make the Moneymaker, and we're at Deimos because we have some Deimos parts. So I'm gonna use this Shackleton that I bought for $79,000, and we're gonna just go ahead and fucking get to it. So let's go ahead and select all. Oops, go to the shipbuilder, select all, delete. First thing you start with on all ships is landing bays, and we're gonna use the 120 LD landing bays. Okay. After that, actually, hold on. Let me see. Did I have this connected to the underneath? I think I did. Let me just see. I think I had it under here, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't in the back for some reason. All right, so we're going to go into our shipbuilder. We're going to do a select all, delete. We're going to add the LD one. Why do I have 2 now? But the first time I only had 1. That's weird. We're going to add the 120 LD landing bay. And then we're going to go into cockpits. And we're adding the DS 40.2 Eris bridge. And we're putting that, come on, go up. Oh, what the hell? We're in that stupid state of weirdness. Okay, that duplication state. We're gonna connect it like this. Not on the back of it, because what we're going to do is we're going to put a landing gear on the front. Right here, we're going to be able to put 1 more landing gear for even more weight. Okay? So while we're here, let's go ahead and just start with the landing gear. Go to your Gears tab, and we're going to do the 320 CB landing gear. This has a thruster power of 3. So it holds a lot of fucking weight. And then let's just put that underneath here. Boom. All right. Next, you need to be able to get from your landing gear into your cockpit. So we're gonna put a companionway. So go to your halves tab and do a Deimos 1x1 half, a 1x1 companionway. Boom. Now, if we check our errors, we're missing a doctor. We don't have engines. We don't have a grav drive. We don't have a reactor. We don't have a fuel tank. And we need more grav thrust. But we can get We don't have that error where you can't get from your landing bay to your cockpit. So, golden. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build cargo bays. Let's do the Gideon 204 S204 cargo holds. Build it, duplicate it, build it. Now go to your landing gear, your gears tab. Grab a 320 CB landing gear, place that down, and move it underneath. Okay, then you could select all these and move them right there. Okay, just like that. Then we're gonna select these again. We're gonna duplicate them, put them over to the side, select them again. Actually, we're gonna select all 4 of these this time. Duplicate them and put them over to the side. Okay, that's our basic shape that we're going with. So again, let's select all of these. If it'll let us select this many items, duplicate it, bring it back, repeat that. What will be easier than selecting these all the time is select them all, click it, move it over here, and duplicate this, and put it in the middle, like that. Now you could select all, duplicate, and move that over, and then come over here and select all, duplicate, move it over here, select all, duplicate, move it over here, select all, whoops, duplicate, move it over here, select all, I'm just going to move this back, whoops, select all, duplicate, slap it over here. Now how many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's all we want. 7's all we want. So now we can do a select all and delete. All right. So now let's move these out of the way. We might end up actually deleting them. Let's move. Actually, let's move. Well, I don't know. Let's move this one. Just put it up here for now. Okay. So all of our landing bays are green, right? Yeah, they're all, no. Our landing gear's too low. Holy shit. Okay, in that case, select the cockpit. Select the landing gear. Select the landing bay. Oops. Select the landing bay. Why are they not moving together? Hold on. Select. 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 Click. Down. Actually, let's just move them off to the side. Move them right there. Bring this down one. And now select all and slide this right underneath. Right there. Now all the landing gears were green. Okay, so now we're good. Let's select this landing gear and these pieces here, duplicate them, and drop them right in this hole. Then let's take this and pop it right here, and then let's just delete this for right now. So that's basically what we got right now. Cockpit with a landing bay underneath it and a landing gear, and then just a whole bunch of 2 cargos on a landing bay. Right? And we could fill in this gap here too. So let's duplicate that and move it back, duplicate that, move it back, and duplicate that and move it back. And then duplicate the landing gear. Duplicate. Yep. We didn't actually have to do that. We were going to end up deleting those parts. Okay, so now we need to get engines on this thing. And in order to make this thing like insane in value, we're gonna need 3. So what I wanna do is move these out of the way for now because we might not even need them. Let's select these 6 pieces on both sides of the ship and just move them off to the side for now. Because that's where we're gonna put engines. And then we're gonna probably end up moving these, you know, like over here. Something like that. But for now, we're just gonna set them off to the side and we're gonna bring in our engines right now. So engine is 2 deep. And then we got grab drive, so let's delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. Okay, now we have 4 spaces in the middle. Bring in your grab drive. And we're going with the most expensive one in here, which is going to be the J52 Gamma Drive, $85,000. Okay, bring that in. You're gonna put that in this middle spot. Because it has a back connector, our engine's gonna connect to that. The reactor doesn't have a back connector. So now grab your reactor. And again, the most expensive one you could possibly find. We have the Fusar DC-403 reactor at $55,728, just a little bit more than the Pinch. So we're gonna go with the Fusar. Oh, this does have back connectors. We could have put that there. Let's stop that there. Then we're gonna grab shield, and we're grabbing the most expensive shield there is available. Well, not really. Well, actually, 32,000. Yeah, so we want the $34,000 assurance. It's not the most expensive assurance, or not the best assurance. It's the most expensive assurance. It's the Assurance SG-1800 shield. It's $34,000. That's the one you want, because remember, this ship's all about making money. Grab that, bring it up. Why the fuck is it doing this? Jesus Christ. Select it, bring it up, and plop it right on your reactor. All right, so now we're down to 5 errors. We've got grab drives, we've got shields, we need engines, and we need fuel. So let's bring in engines right now. For engines, we're bringing in, again, the most expensive engines in the game. The Dunn whatevers. The Annam Dunns. All right, so the Annam Dunns are $32,472. Bring that in. Slap it right there on the top. Duplicate it, put it right there, duplicate it, put it right there. Now we're down to 4 errors. Let's look at them. Unattached modules, no problem. Missing a docker, no problem. Minimum landing gear, and minimum fuel. Okay, let's clear a couple of those right now. Let's add in a docker. Let's grab the slim docker. I like it just because it's slim. And let's go put it right on top of our companionway. Wait, we can't. We gotta delete this. Delete this. Duplicate your companionway, put it right there, and then put your slim docker right on top of it. Okay? Now we're like that. Now we got a docker. Actually, no. Well, I was gonna say we could put it on the bottom, but then we're sacrificing landing gear. Nope, I lied. We're putting it right on the landing bay, I think, if it'll let us. Let's see. Flip it. Oh no, it won't. You'd have to have a hab over here. So either way, you'd have to have a hab. So let's put it back right there. Okay. So companionway stacked on top with the docker. Okay, now we're looking good. Now we only have 3 errors. And one of them is fuel tanks. So let's delete this, and this, and this, and this. And let's grab some of the most expensive $7,000 fuel tanks. Those are the $9,000 fuel tanks. The 900T HE3s. They're $9,000. Nothing's more expensive. 9,720. Grab that. Slap it right on into there. I don't think these landing gears will attach. Oh, maybe they will. They are attached. Okay. Cool. So duplicate that. Put it there. All right. Now we only have 2 errors. One of them's unattached parts and minimum landing gear. So we're going to need to add more landing gear to support the weight of this thing. So here's what we're going to do. Let's select all of this and move it here. Let's select this, this, and move them back here. Oops. Select. Duplicate. I'm going to do 2 of these. Put that there. Select all. Duplicate. Put that there. And select all. And put that there. Oops. Put that there. Okay. Select that one, select that one, select that one. Duplicate it. Put it there. Select all. Slap them on there. All right, now we need more landing gear. So select this, 2 of them. Duplicate them. And just drop them down like that. Just down to the bottom. And then select 2 landing gears. Duplicate them. Attach those there. Select all 4 of these. Duplicate them. And put them there. So wait, now I got 3 on this side. I don't need that. Delete. Alright. Delete. Okay, we still have error. Unattached modules. So, landing gear is sufficient. So in order to find out what's unattached, let's select all and move our ship. And there it is. Those landing gears under the fuel. Okay, didn't think they were gonna attach. Let's just delete them. Now we have one error, and that is minimum landing gear count. Okay, no problem. Let's delete some parts because we're gonna need space for weapons anyways. We're not gonna be able to have this many parts on this ship when it's all said and done. So delete this, delete this. Oops, didn't want to do that. Delete those 3 and delete these 3. Alright, now we're underweight. So that's good. Now we need to bring in weapons. What we want to do is bring in 3 of the most expensive weapons in the game. So you have some KE-49A autocannons at 32,000. Drop one of those. And then we also have some 32,832 EMP 500 suppressors. Drop one of those down. And then we have a $34,000 autocannon. Right here, the Atlati 280C missile launcher. Okay, grab that, duplicate it, and slap that right up here on our cockpit. And then duplicate it again. And then put all 3 of these onto the cockpit. All right, now we need to attach these. So in order to accomplish this, what we want to do is utilize like the sides. So let's duplicate this one. We're going to need missile mounts. So, okay, 1 second. I'm just bringing these up. So I'm going to have to bring them up anyways. So they're more manageable. Okay, so what we want to do is try to use as little parts as possible. So what I want to do is bring I want to bring my fuel tanks and put them right here. Now I could take one of these, and I think I can mount it to the side of this. Oh no, I can't. Shit, okay, I lied. Let's put those in the back. Put them in the back because it looks nice. Symmetrical, you know. Symmetry's always good. Oh shit. Alright, so what we're going to need to do is bring in some structural components. At the very top of the list, you're going to have horizontal missile mounts. Grab some of those, and you're going to put that down onto the cargo. We're going to attach that right there. We're going to we're going to duplicate it. I'm going to bring one over here. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna attach it right there. So now we can put our missiles up, at least 2 of them. Alright, it's good. Let me see here. Let's take that missile mount and duplicate that. Put it down here in the end. That adds our 3rd missile launcher, or our 3rd autocannon, so that's fine. And let's take this one and duplicate it. Put it right there, but then let's delete the autocannon, because you can't have 4 of them. And let's grab our EMP launcher and put that on there. And now let's duplicate our EMP launcher. And then we're going to put that on the bottom right here. And then we're going to duplicate that again. And we're going to put it on the bottom over here. Okay. And now we have 3 of everything. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weapons. And we have 1 error. So let's check our error. Unassigned weapons, no problem. So let's go over to the weapons tab and let's assign. Let's just put the missile launchers on W0. And let's put the autocannons on W1. And let's put the suppressor on W2. And now look at that. Now we just have 1 error. So now it's functional. But we want to add as many pieces that we possibly can. So what we're now going to do is just duplicate these until we get an error saying we need more landing gear. And there's an error. And what's it say? Minimum landing gear count. Okay, that's fine. How many pieces can we actually put on though, is the question. Let's duplicate. Let's see what the maximum pieces that we can have on this ship. There we go. So the maximum that this ship can hold is 8 more parts. And then we're at the limit. So let's delete 2 of these and put 2 landing gears. Actually, let's delete 4 of these. And let's put 4 new landing gear on. How I'm going to actually do this is I'm going to delete all these. And I'm going to duplicate over here. I'm going to duplicate this, 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 this. Duplicate. There's 4 parts out of 8, right? We were able to make 8. And the weight limit error went away. So I'm going to duplicate that, 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 and that. And I'm going to duplicate. We still don't have that weight limit, but if we try to build another piece, we have too many. So what happens if we delete a landing gear? Do we get the error back? No, we did not. So in that case, let's try to duplicate another one, and we're going to keep it symmetrical. So let's try to duplicate this and see what happens. We still don't have the weight limit error. So that means we got to duplicate something else. How are we gonna keep this bitch symmetrical? Let's duplicate. I'll tell you what. Let's do these. These are 7,900. These are 9,000. So why don't we try? Let's try this. Let's move this here. Oh no, we can't. This will get rid of landing gear. Scratch that. No, it won't. We have landing gear under the helium tanks, right? Let's put that there. Let's put this one here. Oh, look at that. We have something down there. And then let's duplicate a helium tank. Oh, we can't add any more modules. So that was it. That was it, folks. Just back up those two changes. Undo. Undo. That's it. So we're maxed out. We can't put any more pieces down. There it is. Total cargo, 98,000. We should be able to add more cargo. I don't know why it's 98,000. Anyhow, 98,000 is legit. It also, oh, I know why it's 98,000. Because when you have your skill for payloads, then your crew adds 50%. So watch, it's 98,000 right now because I have no crew members in it. When I assign Sam Coe has, well, I'm at payloads 4, and then plus putting Sam in there. Sam has payloads 1, so he gives you another 25%. So it'll go up a lot more. So what's the warning? Reduce mass, low mobility. We don't care about that. So if you want, you could, at this point, you can go right here and press X to rename your ship. And let's see, let's back out. And let's accept these changes.
The best decision you've made all year.
And let's see what the sell value is on this thing. There it is, the Shackleton, $256,000 if we wanted to sell it. The vendor has 160. It cost me 1 million credits to build. It cost me 1 million credits to build it. You could even take those top 4 pieces and put them down along the sides. Like one behind the missiles and one at the back, and one behind the missiles and one at the back, and then it's just 2 levels high. But it's a beast. See the capacity now? 147,000, not 98. So it's 147,000 capacity. This thing has 20 light years jump. Class. Why is the reactor only a 38, not a 40? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. The most expensive one is the most expensive one. And just a bunch of landing gear under there. And there you have it. You have your money maker. This is a good flyer. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of light year jump, but it holds 8 crew members. Plus yourself, not included, plus Sarah, she's not included, so it'll fit 10 in there. And it's got all the best parts. And it's got fucking super great weapons. I mean, nobody would want to fuck with you. You know what I mean? And it holds all the cargo you want. You could even go to the Red Mile and swap maybe like 4 of these out for some shielded cargo if you want to have a little bit of shielded cargo capacity. So, what's up, Clarence Beeks? So there you have it. Then you could paint it if you want.
When you get serious,
So for me though, I don't want to spend that $1 million. So I'm loading back into my autosave at Polvo. Okay, and that was good timing because it's midnight. We did a 6-hour stream. We are going to end it right there, folks. So thanks to everybody for joining today. Appreciate everybody commenting and participating in the chat and gambling and having a good time. I appreciate y'all spending some time with me, whether it's 1 minute, whether it's the whole 6 hours, whether you're just listening to me while you're driving to and from work in your car and leaving my stream playing. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the thumbs up. Appreciate those likes. Just appreciate y'all being here, you know. Lord Cannabis dropped some gifted memberships today. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Oh, it's my bedtime, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be continuing some of the missions in Starfield. We didn't do any missions today. Just a whole bunch of fooling around. Tomorrow we'll continue on with the missions and work on some of that faction stuff. None of the main quests, just faction missions. And we'll see if we can't, continue on with the Ryujin Industries side quest faction stuff and see where that takes us. So go check out Leslie. She's live. If you're not multi-streaming right now, she's got Baldur's Gate going. So jump on over there. Say hi to her if you haven't already. Until next time, everybody. Peace out. I lied. I'm going to give you some bonus points. I didn't give you guys any bonus points. So before I piece you out, get your emojis ready. There's 1 million points in the queue. Spam the emojis and get your 1 million points, everybody. All right, y'all. Peace out.